It would be my ugly voice.
Okay, today is May the 7th, and we are live chatting with Miss Kiyomi Jones, a.k.a. KJ Bell Bonds. Hey. And today we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship, criminal justice, the justice system, giving back, community advocacy, and being a Black woman in the criminal justice world and how the laws affect her clients and the Black community overall. So she is going to give us a brief introduction about who she is and what she does, and then we're going to get right into it. And if anybody has any questions or want to join the conversation, you can text us at 407-567-8415. And we are introducing Miss Kiyomi Jones. We're going to give her a round of applause. All right. And she is coming on.
Hello, my name is Kiyomi Jones. I am an Apopka native, Apopka, Florida. I guess just to introduce who I am. I graduated from Apopka High School. From there, I went to Florida State. Well, with the community college first, and then I went to Florida State, got my bachelor's degree in criminology and criminal justice. And I think I just, after going to a predominantly white school, they gave you basically a type of understanding that you want to have your own and think for yourself. And it was like, basically, you going to college, they're training you to work at somebody else's company and work for them. So doing that, doing my course of my college career, I was like, man, I have to do something else too. So KJ's Bell Bonds was born. I finished school, finished the Bell Bonds class, and I decided to be a Bell Bondsman as well as still work in my field. Then basically once I got my license, I found out that you can't be in criminal justice and work as a bail bondsman. Oh. Yes. So I had to basically make a decision, and the decision was, I'm going to own my own. I'm not going to give up my personal career, my dream for somebody else's, so I could be a probation officer or whatever like that. So that's when I decided to open my own company, and here I am 4 years later with KJ's Bell Bonds.
That was an applause.
Oh, that was applause. Oh. 4 years later with KJ's Bell Bonds. I started off in Orlando, and now I am in Apopka, where I wanted to be and where I want to stay. But basically, just having a education in criminology, you kind of can see the disparities when it comes down to Black people versus the other side of the other people. Right. And outside of being a bondsman, you see the real deal. But just the understanding of criminology and criminal justice, you break down why laws were created, why laws were made. And a lot of the laws were created just to keep in line Black people, exactly. And especially Black men. Mm-hmm. Like that was the first, that was like tests that we took that actually explained it. One of my professors, he basically said, if you want to be a police officer, you're implementing a tactic that was started way before you, that was created to oppress a class of people. And now it's just real. Yeah, it oppresses other classes now as well, but the foundation of it was the oppressed, the freed slaves. That's when policing really started. So as a bail bondsman, you get to talk to clients, you get to see cases, you get to talk to lawyers, you get to see how the justice system works firsthand. And, oh my God! And I've seen the difference between a white woman, older white woman, versus a young Black man. Charges get dropped for no reason. Like she had, I don't know, what was it, heroin? It was some stuff. Charges just dropped. Just not even go to court.
Wow.
I seen a guy go to jail for 6 months for driving with no license.
A black guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just how it goes. That's just, my clients will go to jail for driving with no license, turn around, go to jail for unregistered tag, maybe. Also driving no license again.
Right.
They'll revoke their bond. I've seen this one. It was this one guy. I bought it out about 6 months ago. He had heroin, white kid, heroin, paraphernalia, and a few other charges. He got rearrested, similar charges. I'm thinking, okay, he gonna have to rebond out. They RR'd him. That's release on your own recognizance.
What? I thought that was like first time offenders.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Only. Wow.
He got released on your own recognizance. That never happens.
That is crazy. So what made you want to go into criminal justice? Was it the community that you lived in when you were younger, or just seeing the way that the black community was being treated? What was your main reasoning for wanting to be in criminal justice and a bail bondsman and helping people out and the things that you do for the black community? What was your motivation for that?
I think it was something that was always embedded in me. I've always, I had a feel for just helping people. And then when it came out to the criminal justice system, we in it. Everybody, you don't like police. You don't really know why. You just know that it's just what it is. So with me, it was more so I wanted to gain knowledge. I love to just if you tell me, girl, this is how you grow I'm going to try to find out why. I may never grow it, but I will attempt it. I will find out, and that's just what it is. I enjoy knowledge. They about to come in. Come here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just love your office and everything.
Thank you.
Everything is nice. Is this the door normally?
Yes, that's the door. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just do the bottom up, yeah. Can you pause it? No? Oh,
It's like live.
Oh, okay. See you. Have a great day.
Okay. You too now.
All right. Where was I at? I forget.
About seeing how
good knowledge.
our people
are
being treated, and just knowledge and learning more, I guess, about the justice system, and I guess how you can better it.
Yeah, it was more so I really just wanted to understand it. I wanted to figure out what it was, and then it was just like, oh yeah, I want to just be a probation officer. It seemed interesting, and it was something that I was able to just fathom as a career. And also I was going to law school, so that's the near goal, to just go to law school. Who knows, may never practice, but I just want to go find out, get some, just get some understanding in regards to how laws are, I know how they're made, but
we just have to give her a round of applause every time she says something so awesome. So in addition to criminal justice, being a bail bondsman, wanting to help your people in your community that you watch grow up and go through different things with the legal system, you are also a community advocate. You have a back to school event every year. I think you were just given the keys to your city, Apopka, if I'm not mistaken. So tell us a little bit about that and how your presence in the community you feel is important to relay the message and help our people better themselves and just become better people all around.
I think, I feel since I can remember, I always wanted to just do whatever God has called me to do.
Right.
And on this journey, I kind of realized that his calling for me was to be an example of his grace and and just how, no matter where you come from, no matter where you, no matter your parents, you have an opportunity to change the way you think and the way you view life. Because mind you, I still have the same, viewpoints, because it's real, it's reality. And I know that I started on a slippery slope, and somebody else started 16 steps ahead of me. But I wanted to. I felt that no matter how hard it was, I needed to achieve that for the person behind me,
right,
so they can say, "Dang, she's able to do it.
Right,
I should be able to do it too."
Exactly.
And that's my drive. Like that's still my drive, because every day I wake up, like, of course I want to be the better me.
Right.
I wake up trying to be a better Kiyomi than I was yesterday. But I also look at the people that in my community that look up to me, and we come from. I'm supposed to be pregnant. I'm supposed to graduate high school, and that's just the norm.
Right.
And even if I did graduate high school, I still wasn't, I'm not supposed to be a business owner at, when I was 26, 27, I wasn't supposed to be a business owner, period. So just being able to give that as an example, it allows me to continue to drive. So, me and my other high school friends, I was like, man, we should start a nonprofit. Start being present in the community. Start to show things that we don't like, and start to change it, because we can't wait on other people to change it for us. So that's how Transform Outreach was born.
Awesome.
And from Transform Outreach, it was it was another organization big in Apopka that noticed the organization and noticed me, and they were like, man, she throw big events for the community. We do kickball games, we do just like food drives, and this is basically out of our pockets if we don't get any help.
Right.
So they ended up nominating me for the, what was it, community. I was the Grand Marshal of the year for community advocacy in the city.
Amazing. Another round of applause. So we only have 3 minutes left. So before we end this amazing podcast today, you mentioned that KJ's Bells Bond is 4 years old. Mm-hmm. That is amazing. So tell us about some of the things that you went through starting your business, some of the struggles you faced, how you overcame those, what advice you would have to any aspiring entrepreneurs, and your contact information.
And my contact information?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say the first thing is you have to know who God is. Like, no matter what people say, no matter what it is, I have never achieved anything in my entire life without putting not just God, but Jesus Christ as my Savior, and understanding that through Him I reach God.
Amen to that.
So, anything I decided to do, I prayed for it. And I didn't just pray for God to make me great. I prayed for God to show me His will. And from there, I just keep flowing. Like, whatever He say, wherever direction that Christ wants me on, I just allow the strength. Like, give me your strength. Mm-hmm. Because it was hard. Mm-hmm. You face barriers because you're black. You face barriers because you're a woman. Mm-hmm. You face barriers because they just hate on you.
Yeah.
People tried to sabotage me to not even start my business. Like, it was girls within the company that tried to ruin the start of KJ's.
I remember that.
Yeah. So if I did not have a spiritual grips on what I was like, I can't let you tell me I'm not going to be nothing, because they told me I wasn't going to make it. If I allowed them to tell me that, I wouldn't have did it. But the fact that you telling me that, but I know that the person that created me told me I do, right. I'm going to have it.
Right.
I mean, I believe His word over yours. So let's see where this go. And that's what I did.
All right. So tell us how we can get in contact with you, your social media, your website, phone number, email, all of that great stuff.
You can reach me at, where's it on Instagram? Miss Kiki on Instagram. Yeah, Miss Kiki, and that's KEEKEMS. So MSKEEKE. And also on Snapchat, same thing, Miss Kiki or That Girl Yomi. And Facebook, Kiyomi Jones. Don't really follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram or Snapchat,
What's your website?
And my website is kjsbellbonds.com.
All right, so we are going to wrap up this show. It was definitely informative and inspirational. If you did not catch it live, go back and listen to the replay, and we're going to give it up for Miss Kiyomi Jones. Yay! Tune in next time with another special guest.